What's up, everybody? This is Lewis from Team Daily Pay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you a tutorial on how to actually outreach to cold leads, and I'm going to let you see what I'm doing live. Now, the thing with cold leads that you have to remember is these people don't know you, so you never want to approach someone and immediately try to sell them on anything, because when you try to sell people on stuff, they get very angry and then they don't want to talk with you. So never start out by selling anything at all. So I found this guy on a post. I'll come back over here. I have several different strategies. The first thing you can do is, obviously, when you see ads from internet marketers, you can go through the comment section and find people who are actually interested or motivated to get started with the business. You want to find people who are already looking because they're easier to talk with about business, and obviously their mindset's a little bit different. It's already at a level where they understand that creating a business takes money. So if you read through here, let's say, for example, like this guy right here, he put inspirational. So that's not good enough for me. Let's see, like this guy right here, he put help me. Okay, I'm pretty sure this guy cannot afford a $1,000 program. So I just went ahead and added him, sent him a message. I said, hey, Abdur, I saw you on an entrepreneur video. Let's connect. So just be honest about where you found him and just talk with him, right? Now, another way to actually find leads is to download this little app right here that we found called Intelligence Search. I believe that's what it's called. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's called Intelligent Search. So what you want to do is, for example, for me, I put people who live in Dallas. Let me change this real quick. You can do people who live in Dallas and whose job is entrepreneurship. Okay. You want to qualify your leads. So anytime that I do this, I make sure that I go to their profile and see exactly what they're about. So for example, David Morris Jr., he's an entrepreneur. Be patient, everything is coming together. See, this guy is active. It's apparent that this guy also is some sort of leader in an organization. Now, I don't always go for these kind of people because they're a little bit more difficult to convert. But that doesn't mean you can't start building a relationship and eventually sharing the opportunity that you've got. So let's find somebody else. Let's see, we've got Miles here. And guys, I send out like 50 messages a day sometimes, and I only get like 5 responses. So you guys who are like telling me why I get no responses, I message 3 people, honestly think about that. You need to start messaging more people. Okay, because not everyone's interested in you. You have to be interested in them. Let's see. So he's an entrepreneur. If you know you're blessed, give me a fist pump. See, I like that about him. Let's see what else he says. Great motivational call, Miles. So obviously he gave some sort of motivational call sometime in the past. So I'll just message this guy. I'm gonna add him. I don't even know really what he's doing. Oh, well, apparently he's in Kiani. I don't even know what that is. But let me add him and tell him, hey Miles, I see you're an entrepreneur. Let's connect. Simple as that. Okay. So we'll exit out of that screen. Another strategy you can use is let me see. Oh yeah, you can find entrepreneur groups. So if I put entrepreneur, okay, so if you go to, let's see, groups, you've got a ton of groups, okay? Ton of groups, a lot. So, obviously you need to go through these, and, sometimes you can see that some of your friends are already in these groups. What I usually try to do is I find a point of similarity between me and my prospect. So I know some information about, for example, digital marketing. So what I'll do is, I'll find a digital marketing uh, group, and then I'll talk to them about digital marketing. So you want to spark a conversation on a topic that you can relate to them. And remember, this is for cold leads. Warm leads are different. Warm leads, it's like your family, people that's different. But for cold leads, you want to spark conversations. So let's see, for example, Brave Entrepreneurs. I'm going to join that one. See, there's women entrepreneurs. Oh, it's requiring me to fill this out. So let's go to Entrepreneur Hustle. Okay. And we can go to the members. We scroll through here, we can see all sorts of different people. Honestly, I just randomly go through these groups sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and add Scott Wilson. Let's see. I'll add him too. So another strategy you can use is actually, you can go up and let's see if you can find join date. So you can find the most recent people who joined. See, join today. So you can add them. Now make sure that when you go here, you go to the mutual friends right here. Make sure that you're not adding people that, other people have already added. Like if you're a friend with me, check and see if I've already, added this person, because I most likely already talked to him. So I'm going to add him. Another thing is you don't message them before you add them. You want to add them, okay? And then message them. I know I didn't do that with the last two, but I was just giving you an example of how my outreach message looks. So let's go here. Add him. I've actually been looking for people in India to expand to India. Let's see. See this guy. Key holder at the vitamin shop. Florida. Added him. Let's see. See, and for me personally, I always like people who are believers because it's easy for me to relate to them. So you can't add him as a friend, but I'm going to go ahead and message him. Say, hey. I noticed you were in the same entrepreneur group as me. Nice. Or let's connect. That's it. Okay. I mean, you just can comb through all these groups and find the most recent. Like literally just go through all of them. Let's see. Self-employed. I'm not really liking this guy. I usually don't add complainers. Jonathan Lindsay. Here's the thing. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days to speak to the person and get to know them and actually get them on a call. Sometimes it's just in a matter of like an hour. So you've got to engage the person, because some people don't give a crap until you actually spend time speaking with them, right? Let's see. Okay. Add him. I like this guy. Okay. Exit that. him. Whoops. Let's go back. Okay. Now, once your friends are added, or yeah, once your friends add you, whatever, make sure you go to, recently added, and come here, add to another list, create a list. You can actually create a list for different types of friends. And I just made one that says Savion Prospects. See, it says plus new list, so you can add a list. So I just created one, and I stick them all under Savion Prospects. Make sure you do that because I'm going to teach you in another training video how to actually outreach to all of them at the same time. So make sure you do that. It's going to really change the way that you're outreaching. You're going to be able to reach more people with less time. And that's the goal, is you want to reach more people with less time, spark some conversations, and obviously get them to the call. Now, one thing I will tell you, I'm going to go to just one of my... I'm going to go to one of my conversations so you can see exactly how I do this. So, for example, my boy Ali right here, we were actually part of a similar group. So notice how I picked him because we were part of the same group. We have a similar experience because we are part of that group. So you always want to find similarities with people. That's what they love. They love knowing that you know something that they like, or vice versa. So I said, "Hey, Usman, do you need any help?" So the first thing I did was asked him if he needed help with his consulting business because he was asking for some help. So I reached out to him, and guess what? I started with giving value. Don't ever start a conversation without giving value. Here's some things you want to keep in mind. Notice how, look, he just poured himself out to me. He told me a lot of stuff, and okay, that's one of the prospects. He was actually going to sign up. He sold his truck to sign up, by the way. That's crazy, but it just shows his dedication. So see, I'm asking him questions. What is your niche? What is your problem? What are some topics that interest you? So I was trying to be helpful. He told me he's confused, and so I asked him why. So he explains to me why he's confused, and then I always say this: I understand, what you're saying, and then I encourage him. But you are good enough. Don't allow people to make you think otherwise. So I'm going through this whole conversation, and then I actually go through here, and if you see this, I tell him that I'm looking to grow to 6 figures, right? I have another side business I'm looking to grow to 6 figures. I'm looking for team members to join me from all over the world. He said, great, that's good for you. What kind of business have you started? And then I actually told him, people that, I'm bringing on. And so I told him, I'm looking for people to build a business with. So notice how I came at him, and I didn't tell him directly, hey, come on the call or anything like that, but I delivered value to him, tried to help him, and then I shared with him what I was doing. Once that happened, I basically told him, hey, I want you to be part of my team. Let's talk tomorrow, and I'll share exactly what I'm doing. Now, here's another part you need to add to that, is if you're open to it. When people say that, either they say yes or no. If they say yes, awesome. The next thing you need to do is, what's a good time for us to talk? And then, to get you a time, tell them, okay, well, I have you in the calendar. I'll talk to you then. That ends the conversation. Simple as that. Once that happens, you can contact me, one of the leaders, or if you feel comfortable already, you can present to them yourself. But remember, when it comes to cold leads, you never approach, trying to present them anything. You approach them and you try to add value. Ask them how their day is. Ask them how it's going. If they're in a business, ask them the question, how are you liking it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And once you dig deep and you realize their pain, because the whole point of the conversation is to find their pain. And if their pain is that they're not making enough money, they'd like to make more money, or, they want to, create a better life for their family or whatever, then you can share with them, hey, I actually, I'm actually building a business to 6 figures, or whatever you're building it to. I know that's what I'm building my business to. So you can tell them whatever you want. And then tell them, and I'd like to share, what I'm doing with you if you're open to it. Once that happens, it's as good as done. That's how I get people on the call. Once I present it to them, most people see it as a no-brainer. So that's a short training for today. Hopefully that helped you guys. It'll get you started. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure that you watch the entire video again. And once you start practicing this, it becomes easier and easier. Listen, I've been rejected on, many times on cold chats or cold leads. So don't get discouraged. It's just part of the process. Just continue to move forward and continue to learn. So this is Lewis signing off with Team DailyPay, and I'll chat with you guys soon.